Hello and welcome back to another episode of Word Wednesday. I'm your host, Paige Goodger, and as always, we have Vix Weir. How's it going, Vix?
It's going great. Cryptos are flying right now, so I'm excited about today.
Yes, me too. Me too. So today, speaking of cryptos, we are going to be talking about hard wallets. And with any crypto, there's a few things you need to know going into hard wallets, and that is what an address is and what a private key is. So an address is kind of like an email address or your home address. This is where people can send you specific cryptos. And then your private key is like your password. This is what you don't share with anybody, and this is what kind of secures all of your cryptos. A hard wallet is a form of storing your private keys offline. So, Bix, what is a hard wallet?
Well, it's funny because people call it a hard wallet or a hardware wallet. I've always called it a hardware wallet because it's a hardware. It's an actual physical thing you hold in your hand. This is a Trezor right there. You can see it. And what it does, people think, oh, you keep your Bitcoin and your cryptos on the hardware wallet. No, you don't actually do that. All your cryptos are held on the blockchain. But this secures your private keys. So a hardware wallet will secure the only way to get access to your cryptos that are on the blockchain is through getting your private keys. And these little instruments, a Trezor and a Ledger, those are the big names. Those hold or encrypt your private keys into a device offline. So that's kind of what it is. It's the safest, I believe, one of the safest, if not the safest way to store your cryptocurrencies.
Awesome. So why is a Trezor or a hard wallet different than storing things online?
No one can hack into this unless they have this physical thing, or they know the how I set it up and the 24 words that were used and things like that. So some people keep their cryptos on a desktop wallet. Well, your desktop wallet is only as secure as you make it. Now, they're mostly fairly secure, but you never know who's lurking behind the computer blips on your computer. These don't have an on and off button. They are literally powered with the cable through your computer. So they don't have a power button. They don't have batteries in them. It's just a device to encrypt and store your private keys. If you ever want to use your cryptos, send them to a different wallet or whatever you want to do with them. It makes them the safest, I believe, the most safe way to store your cryptos, which is so important right now because cryptos are starting to make their next move. I think this next run up will be like Bitcoin will go up to $100,000. I don't know when it will do that, and it'll probably be in a frenzy and then drop back down to like 20,000. I'm not I'm a hodler. I hold on for dear life. I don't trade cryptos, but yeah, it's really exciting. And when these things start to look like they're becoming real money, you want to make sure that they're real safe. And the best way to do that is through a hardware wallet or a hard wallet.
Can you please talk about the benefits of storing your cryptos on a hard wallet versus keeping your crypto on an exchange, and what risk factors are involved when you don't use a hard wallet?
The worst place you can keep your cryptos is on an exchange because you have no control over that. The exchange is a company that can go under. We saw it in the Mt. Gox bankruptcy. It can go under at any moment. You will try to get your cryptos off and you will not be able to get them off. And they will be stuck in a bankruptcy and you'll get a fraction of what you thought you owned 8 years later. It's been 8 years, I think, seven years that Mt. Gox went belly up. And I have one Bitcoin in the Mt. Gox bankruptcy proceedings. I hear it's been whittled down to under $500 per person per Bitcoin because of all the fees and all the criminality that goes on in a bankruptcy. And a lot of that Bitcoin was used to slam the price down in 2017. So yeah, you don't want to keep your cryptos in an exchange. It's like going to the store, buying a load of groceries, getting all excited that you're gonna have a refrigerator full of groceries, and then paying and leaving and not taking the grocery basket with you, and all your groceries are still at the store. If you go buy cryptos, take them home with you. Get yourself a hardware wallet and transfer them to that hardware wallet.
So What happens if you lose a hardware wallet or it's stolen? Is there any way to recover all of those cryptos and all of that information?
Absolutely. Like most crypto wallets, when you set it up, the Trezor, for example, has a 24 word phrase, but they give you 20. Yes, they give it. They give you 24 words that you need to write down and keep on a piece of paper. Don't take a screenshot of it. Don't write it down on your computer. Write it down on a piece of paper because nobody can see it, and it's never been online. And those 24 words can recreate your wallet at any time with any other Trezor wallet. So yeah, if you lose it, all you got to do is have your seed phrase. If your Trezor, if the physical Trezor hard drive right here is stolen, they don't have the password to get in. You still have that password. So if someone goes to your house and steals it, they're going to need the password to get into it, or the seed phrase to recreate the wallet. So, but it's a good idea if you can't find your Trezor to get another one and recreate the wallet and send the coin somewhere else.
So, is there a limit to how much information you can put onto these hard wallets?
There is. They support certain types of tokens. By support I mean you're able to transfer the crypto keys onto the hard wallet. And they don't support all cryptos. And some cryptos, for example, Ethereum and Theta on a Trezor is actually done at the Ethereum level and at the Theta level and not on the Trezor. So it's a little more difficult, but it's just as safe. If you go to for example, the Theta desktop wallet has a link to hardware that'll link you to a Trezor or a Ledger that you can set up your Theta wallet on a Trezor or a Ledger. It's not as
Perfect.
complicated as I make it sound.
It's really not. It's really not. Once you get the actual Trezor and then you plug it into your computer, and it's a lot simpler process. It honestly is like a more complex USB drive to keep all of your crypto safe, essentially.
That's exactly what it is. Exactly.
Some tips to keep everyone safe out there. Keep your seed phrase safe and offline. This means don't save it in your notes, don't save it on a screenshot, don't save it in your photos. Keep it locked away in your old school file cabinet that's in the back of your closet. Always buy straight from the manufacturer. Don't buy hard wallets from a random person because they could have pre-configured seed phrases, and pre-configured seed phrases are a no-go because you are the only person that should have that information. No one else should, because if they do, they now have access to all of your cryptos.
And that means don't buy it off Amazon because it's really because they do, both the companies, for example, Trezor and Ledger sell on Amazon, but that's just another third party that will get in between your transaction. Buy them directly from the manufacturer. For example, Trezor is a Prague company in the Czech Republic, and Ledger is a company out of Paris, France. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at buying your wallet. Don't get snookered by all these criminals trying to steal your cryptos.
Yes. Would those two hard wallets be what you would recommend to someone looking to get a hard wallet?
Yes, and my favorite is the Trezor because it's a little easier to use with most cryptos, but they're both good. And just make sure you follow the instructions. They're very easy to follow. It walks you through what to do, and you shouldn't have a problem getting your cryptos stored in a very safe and private place.
Yes. So get those cryptos off the exchanges and store all of your information in a secure place so you can protect all of your cryptos. So I think we are going to wrap up there for today. Thank you so much again for joining us for another episode of Word Wednesday. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we will see you back here next week. Take care.
Yay!